Jashan Poen of Jamaica. Kieran Shish Karaja, silver medalist at under 17 800 2 years ago. Camario Bygrave, the 1500 champion here. Jeffa Woodley of Trinidad and Tobago. Brandon Hines of Barbados, and Zion Miller of the Bahamas.
Fantastic field. Unfortunate that we don't have Nathan Kumbat, who is eligible to return to the Carifta ranks this year. He's on university duty at USC. He's been running really quickly. Would have had a truly superb race, but I think we can still have a great race there with Bygrave, Shish Karaja looking to do battle.
Kumbat brilliant indoors with Trinidad and Tobago records as we go through the field. Zion Miller of the Bahamas is in 8, 1:55.66 to get into this final. Had to run pretty fast to get in here. Brandon Hines of Barbados qualified at 1:55.05. He looks like he means business. Jeffa Woodley of Trinidad and Tobago looked good in qualifying, second fastest at 1:54.92. There's the 1500 champion, Camario Bygrave. This is his preferred event though. He starts in lane 5. Kieran Shish Karaja, based in the UK, 1500 on the 17 champion 2 years ago, silver behind the Jamaican Ainsley Brown at 800 meters. Here's his chance. Could have made the Trinidad and Tobago team at the U20s last year. Jashan Poen of Jamaica ran 4x4 for his team qualifying this morning. Brown of Grenada, they have been running inspired, the Grenadians. And on the inside, Javon Roberts of Guyana, last year's under 17 800 champion. 3 times a Carifta medalist, Roberts. Has 2 1500 silver medals at the under 17 level.
Bygrave on paper, the class of the field, 151.10 this year.
Stand. Step back. On your marks.
Off they go. 800 final for under 20 boys. Let's see how this one will unfold. So competitive, this lineup. So many fine storylines. As Trinidad and Tobago's Jeffa Woodley goes to the front, Camario Bygrave sits right in behind him.
Interesting to see Bowen sticking around at the back of the pack, along with Shish Karaja.
Yeah, Bowen can run the race in many different ways. He does this quite a lot. Stay at the back. He can run from the front. At the Carifta trials in Kingston, he came from about 50 meters back to snatch second on the line. Camario Bygrave leads though. Second position, Woodley of Trinidad and Tobago.
Up those steps, Shish Karaja.
The Grenadian in the mix as well. Brown wants a medal. Bygrave punches hard down the back stretch. Shish Karaja alert to the danger, steps forward. Brown of Grenada still in the mix. So too is Woodley of Trinidad and Tobago. Bygrave looking for the 800, 1500 double. Shish Karaja goes after him. Into the straightaway they come. Camario Bygrave still has the advantage. Has a glance behind him, the Jamaican. Shish Karaja kicks in. Brown of Grenada is holding bronze. Trinidad and Tobago's Woodley fighting. Camario Bygrave will win the double, and he'll do it in sensational fashion. It's going to be close for silver. Brown gets it for Grenada. Shish Karaja settles for bronze. It's a spicy afternoon in St. Lucia. Camario Bygrave wins gold, but the crowd goes wild for Brown, who gets a fabulous silver. 150.
The under 20 boys 800-meter final at the 2024 track meet in St. Lucia delivered a thrilling showcase of Caribbean middle distance talent. The field was stacked with accomplished young athletes. Jamaica's Jashan Poen, Kieran Shish Karaja, and Camario Bygrave, Trinidad and Tobago's Jeffa Woodley, Barbados Brandon Hines, and the Bahamas Zion Miller. Unfortunately, Nathan Kumbat, eligible to return to the Kista ranks, was absent due to university commitments at USC, leaving a slightly reduced field. Still, expectations were high, with multiple athletes capable of medal-contending performances. Qualifying rounds had already revealed the depth of talent. Zion Miller secured his spot in the final with a time of 1 minute and 55.66 seconds, while Brandon Hines qualified at 1 minute and 55.5 seconds, demonstrating serious intent. Jeffa Woodley impressed in qualifying with the second fastest time of 1 minute and 54.92 seconds. Camario Bygrave, a 1500m specialist, started from lane 5, confident in his preferred distance. Kieran Karaja, based in the UK and the 1500m champion 2 years prior, also entered the race with strong credentials. Other notable competitors included Jashan Poen, who had run for Jamaica's 4x400-meter relay team, Brown of Grenada, and Javon Roberts of Guyana, last year's under 17 800m champion and a multiple medalist in the 1500m. On paper, Bygrave was the class of the field, boasting a season's best of 1 minute and 51.10 seconds. As the race unfolded, the energy in the stadium was electric. Jeffa Woodley surged to the front early, with Bygrave sitting directly behind him. Shish Karaja strategically stayed near the back, conserving energy for the decisive final stages. Brown was determined to medal for Grenada, and the tension escalated through the backstretch. Bygrave maintained control, keeping a close eye on his rivals, while Woodley and Brown jostled for position. Karaja prepared to strike in the final stretch. Entering the home straight, Bygrave demonstrated his trademark power, pushing ahead with commanding strides. Camario Bygrave's performance was a masterclass in strategy and athleticism, winning the 800m, 1500m double in sensational fashion. He crossed the line in 1 minute and 51.39 seconds, leaving the crowd in awe. Brown ran the race of his life, claiming silver in a personal best of 1 minute and 52.81 seconds, earning Grenada its first ever double medal in the under 20 boys middle distance events. Karaja secured bronze with a solid 1 minute and 52.91 seconds, proving his competitiveness despite the fierce challenge from his Caribbean peers. The race not only highlighted individual talent, but also demonstrated the growing strength of the region in middle distance running. Bygrave's commanding tactics and finishing speed set the benchmark for the year, while Brown's breakthrough performance signaled the rise of Grenada's new generation of middle distance stars. Karaja's resilience and strategy showcased the depth of competition, making this final one of the most memorable in recent CAC history. The crowd erupted in celebration, acknowledging the outstanding efforts of all participants, and the stadium was filled with admiration for the athletes' dedication, speed, and determination. As the 2025 season approaches, expectations are high for these young athletes. With the CAFAC Games and other regional meets on the horizon, the Caribbean continues to produce exceptional middle-distance talent. Fans and supporters eagerly anticipate more thrilling performances, hoping that Jamaica and neighboring nations maintain their dominance while witnessing the rise of new stars like Brown. The 2024 under 2800-meter final will be remembered as a race full of excitement, personal bests, and unforgettable athletic drama, setting the stage for another exciting year in youth track and field across the region.